sometimes when we sit down to journal, it can be a little bit overwhelming, staring at that blank page and thinking, what do I write about again? So this video has been made to hopefully share some tips with you, share some ideas, and give you some structures that you can implement with your journal to make it easier when you sit down and start to write in it each day, because I know how overwhelming this can be. We've also actually created some gratitude journaling kits, which we are going to be featuring today in the video. I'm going to be showing you how to use them if you've already got one. You don't need to be using these though. You can follow along without one and implement all of these tips, but hopefully they should help you to create a really nice structure in your journals, always know what to write about, and most importantly, make it fun, enjoyable, creative, and bring you joy, which is the whole point of journaling. The first idea I have for you is really, really simple, and it's really great if you're just getting into journaling and you're wanting to establish it as a bit of a habit. And that is basically setting up your journal in advance for the week ahead with some gratitude prompts. So you can either use the Today I'm Grateful For stickers, part of the sticker kit, or write it in yourself as well. And just so maybe on a Sunday night, sit down, add in Today I'm Grateful For and the date. Each day, leave yourself a little bit of space depending on how much you think you want to write. If you're just getting started with it, just leave yourself a couple of lines and don't put lots of pressure on yourself to write an essay every single time. But setting it up this way is particularly good if you want to establish as a habit, because it makes it really easy. And then you might be thinking, well, this is super, super simple. This is way too simple. But actually, if you sit down and, like I was saying earlier, you kind of get that overwhelm when you see a blank page. If you've actually got the prompt there in front of you and you know, I'm going to do this every single day, I've got to fill it in, I've already put the date in. So that's another little trigger that can kind of really prompt you to sit down and do it each day. I do have another video on how to make journaling a habit and habit forming more generally, so definitely check those out as well if you're interested. These pages are also really lovely to look back on in future, because you've got maybe a page or a double page spread of a whole lovely list of things that you wrote down that you were grateful for and good things that happened during a particular week. So next tip I have, and something again which you can absolutely set up in advance, and it's a really good practice to set some of these things up in advance. As I was saying, it's a good prompt for you to think about it rather than having to think about it there in the moment. And that is doing some general weekly reflections, and particularly focusing on achievements and also nice moments. So as part of the kits, we've done some boxes where you can write in an achievement from the week and a nice moment that's happened. You can also do this yourself, and I definitely recommend you drawing a box in your journal to do this, or drawing a pretty frame around what you've written, so that these things really stand out, especially if you're looking back on your journaling pages. The other thing I really like to use the heart swashes for in the journaling kit is to write down and reflect on someone or something in my life that I'm particularly grateful for and that I really want to highlight. The brilliant thing about these weekly reflections as well, as I say, is that they're so lovely to look back on. I often say this, but we always forget about our achievements, we often forget about nice moments, and it's when we're feeling a little bit down or something that's happened, like we've had a setback, where it's really nice to look back on all of this other good stuff and all of our other achievements to really lift our spirits and make us feel better. The most important thing about journaling is, of course, how it makes us feel, and it's not necessarily what you write about or how much you write, it's about the feelings that you can take away from it. So one of the things that's really brilliant to do is to give yourself a pep talk for whenever you need it in the future. So take a page, write down all of the things that you're grateful for about yourself, mark the page, so if you ever need it and you're feeling really down yourself, you'd be mentally kind of beating yourself up and you need a boost, kind of having something you can go back and look at and remind yourself of just how brilliant you are is a brilliant thing to have in your journal. Journals, of course, are a perfect place for a little bit of self-reflection and self-growth, and our kits also come with some additional journal prompts which are all different in each kit and have a particular theme, but these are really helpful for things such as developing more self-confidence, more self-kindness, forgiveness for past mistakes, and lots of other things too. So I definitely recommend you have a think about each week, maybe 3 or 4 extra prompts that you could have a little bit of a think about. I actually have a free download as well, which is a whole load of journaling prompts which you can download for free on the link below. Throughout this video, I have talked about creating pages that are really nice to look back on, and a great way to to create things that are uplifting is by getting creative. You do not have to be an artist at all. So whether that is using the stickers to add a bit of colour and inspiration to your pages, drawing, doodling, go wild, getting creative. I say this a lot, but everybody is creative. There's no such thing as, I think, creative people. Like, I really hate that kind of thing, because I think we're all creative in our own way. But creating things which are really nice to look back on is a great practice to do at the time, because getting creative is really, really good for our mental health. And also journals, I have all of my old journals up there, and I love looking back on them because they are a constant reminder of just how far I have come and how many different things that I've been through and got through. And so your journal can be a brilliant way for you to look back on in the future as well. So creating some really beautiful pages to look at the time can be really beneficial, but also in the future, and I've just really nice things to look back on as well, and really uplifting and inspiring. I have a lot more videos on journaling and a lot more ideas for you as well. So as I say, download that journaling prompts guide below if you want some journal prompt ideas, and check out our gratitude kits if you like the sound of those. I'll also pop up some recommended videos of what you should watch next if you are looking to increase your knowledge around journaling. And it would be awesome if you give this video a little thumbs up and subscribe to our channel so we can make more of these videos for you. So with that said, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon.